I've always been really good at security. I know my business. I'm really good at solving problems in security. What I'm not as good at is letting the world know how good we are. And so I really came here with a need of revamping our face, our public face to the world. And so we're fixing that. And now I'm educating myself on the sales, on the marketing, and the automation, and tying it all together with social media, and turning that into a home run also. You know, I know we do such a great job at the service we provide, and it's very frustrating to know that we're doing a great job and not realize the benefits of that, and have the people around us, our customers and the public, not respond to how good of a job we know we're doing, right? So anyway, it is very frustrating. So when I first heard about Accelerator, what really got my interest right off the bat was a couple of things. One is we had been an Infusionsoft customer for a long time, but I knew that what Infusionsoft does and the level we were utilizing it to, that it could do a lot more. And I made a decision that, number one, if we're gonna keep keep having this product, keep being a customer, we need to put it to work. We need to put it to work to make money for us. So that was number one. And the second thing was that I really liked the idea of getting so much done in 3 days. The reason I decided to go ahead with Accelerator was because I did some research, I looked around at other options, and they still, Infusionsoft was still the best option. It was still the best thing out there. So I decided to stay with the product, and if I'm gonna stay with the product, by God, I'm gonna use it, I'm gonna put it to work for me, and use it for what it's for, to make some money for my business. So some of the things standing in the way of, between me and saying yes to Accelerator is a few things. One was the cost. I looked at just the outlay of cash for it. They made it kind of easy. They have like a payment plan, so that helped a lot for us. I don't know. So anyway, that helped out a lot. Another was the time away from the office, time away from home, the travel, additional expense of lodging and travel. So all of those things work into making a decision about it. The other thing is, for this Accelerator, we were supposed to be in Hawaii right now at a conference, and so we forego that to come here and work on our business. So we can go to Hawaii anytime. When I was looking at the Accelerator, one of the big factors was, are we going to get our money's worth out of it? It's kind of expensive, and it's not that we don't have the money, but it's like we got to be wise about how we spend our money. And so, is this going to get us the return that we're looking for? And so I'm happy to be here and see that, yeah, we're going to get our money's worth. So my experiences at the Accelerator, one thing I'll tell you some of the things I liked was I really liked seeing a room full of people that all came together to create something new, right? And so there's several businesses there. They're all working on their own thing, but there's all these professionals there also, and they're all experts in each of their areas of expertise, right? Their area of responsibility. And they're all pulling for you, right? They're all on your team during that time, in that environment, in that experience. And you really can't beat, like, when all these people get together, and they're all moving in the same direction, trying to accomplish the same thing, you really can't beat that. The reason I decided to come back to Accelerator a second time is we came the first time for one business, and took that business from brick and mortar to online to deliver training. And that's multiplying me and multiplying our efforts to the world now. And so realizing the benefit of that and the power of that and how that's going to transform that business, I can't, we have more than one business, so I can't ignore that, the benefits of that, and transfer those benefits to our other business as well. So coming back was second time is honestly more of a no-brainer than it was the first time. The first time was like I had a lot of I don't know, are we going to get our money's worth, all of that sort of thing. Second time I already knew what to expect. I knew what was here. So coming back the second time was an easier decision. I really like the experience with Accelerator, and the thing I really like is it starts before it starts. And so we were doing calls with our project manager several weeks before we showed up to Accelerator. And so when we're doing calls, we're working on delivering what's needed for the project, and all of that's getting worked on before we even showed up. Once we got here, you see all the experts that are there and all the opportunities that you have to talk to those different experts. And it really kind of hits you about what's really possible here. And we hit the ground running because we were already in it. We were just seeing each other for the first time, but we'd already been working together for a couple weeks. So that was pretty awesome. We got a lot done the first day. A lot of meetings, and I know it's cliche to say it, but it's like that drinking from a fire hydrant kind of a thing. It's got a lot of those qualities to it, right? So there's that. We got a lot done. We actually got more done on day one than what we had planned at the beginning of the day. So I was happy about that. Day two came in. We almost finished everything by the end of day two. And day two is really honestly just kind of more of day one. It's implementing, it's more meetings, it's shooting your video, it's talking to the different experts that are here, and then by day three we're wrapping everything up and also doing like wow factor stuff, right? So we're gonna walk away with more than what was promised. So it's a classic example of under promise, over deliver. But even if we'd have got only the under promise, it would have been a win, right? It would have been phenomenal. And we're getting even more than that. So I really appreciate that the people here at the Accelerator put me with an awesome project manager, Daniel. And I didn't know much about him. Once they told me his name, right, I Google him and stuff and look him up, and so I was like, okay, wow, he's got an awesome website. Right, and so that's a plus because he's going to help me with mine, and I really appreciate his expertise. Right, I appreciate I'm an expert at what I do, and I appreciate it when other people are experts at their jobs as well. And so seeing his expertise, his attention to detail, and what he can do for us was very much appreciated. When we got to Accelerator and got to meet him for the first time, we did some calls and stuff, right? So we talked to him. But when we got to Accelerator and met him for the first time, I knew we were in the right hands. And it's been a great, he's one of those people that I'll look at a project and I'll be like, I'm kind of daunted by it, right? Because I'm like, oh man, it looks like a mountain to me. And he just kind of breaks it down and very simply and very easily just knocks it out, right? Knocks it out and points me in the right direction to be a partner in that process. I know that like we hired the Accelerator. We're here, we're paying money for that. But I really feel like I'm on the team, right? And that's a great experience to have. So it's been a pleasure working with Daniel, and really feel like we're getting everything done that we came here to do. So I really appreciate that Denny takes the effort to learn about me and my business so that she can match me with the right partner, with the right Infusionsoft partner, the right project manager for the Accelerator. I could really see how getting matched with the wrong person could end up being a disaster and a bad experience for somebody. And that's, so I really appreciate the care that they take in doing that. And Denny's got some kind of special skill where she works it out, and the right person gets with the right project manager and hits a home run. If you're going to come to Accelerator, you want to bring a partner with you. In this case, I brought my wife. We've been in business together. We've been in marriage together. We've been in parenting together. All of those things for years. And so this is just the next step, the next iteration of this business, and our, in our relationship and our marriage, and we have fun with all of it. So if you're going to come to Accelerator, you definitely want to bring a partner. The recommendations I would have for anybody coming to Accelerator is don't come here half-assed. Like, be ready to work. Know what you want to get done and get everything set up ahead of time so that when you get here, you can hit a home run, and there's nothing standing in the way of that. You don't want to be the one standing in your own way of success. And so you want to come here with every intention of really diving in all the way, and having that attitude of no matter what, this is going to get done, and no matter what, this is going to be amazing, right? I'm going to make this a success. If I have to do it all on my own, I'm going to make it a success. So that's what I would say. More than anything, it's your mindset and it's your attitude when you show up here. The advice that I would give is that, well, I'll tell you what it was for me. And so what it was for me is I knew what I wanted to get done. I knew that this is where I wanted to be. I could see the destination, right? But I don't know how to get there. And there's a lot of obstacles in the way. And so I know where I want to go, don't know how to do it, but then I see Accelerator and I'm like, oh my goodness, they've got all the answers there. They've got all the solutions, all the people, all the smart people that know all the stuff that I don't know, they're all there. And so if you know what you want to do, and but you don't know how to do it, but you want it done now, then that's a reason to come to Accelerator. So that's what it was for me. The reason I would come back to Accelerator is because in my experience around business, very few places have I found where there's this level of expertise and talent brought together in one place at one time to solve your problems. Very rare. So that's the reason why it's worth coming back to Accelerator, is because you will get everything you get out of Accelerator, and you will go home and you will implement. And all of those things that you worked on will occur. They'll all happen for you. And then down the road, there'll be new problems. There'll be new things that come up, and you'll know it'll be one of those situations where you're back to going, okay, I can see what I need done. I'm here. I know I want to be there. I'm not sure how to get across that, but I know that Accelerator can get me across that. That's what's going to build the bridge to my pot of gold. And so that is a reason to come back to Accelerator.